Imagine a vast starry night. The sky is a canvas of twinkling lights, each star a distant world, a mystery waiting to be unraveled. As you stand there, bathed in the soft glow of the cosmos, you can't help but feel a sense of wonder and curiosity. You look up and wonder, where did all this come from? What is the origin of these celestial bodies that have fascinated humanity for millennia? These questions are not just about the stars, but about our very existence and the nature of the universe itself. This is a question humans have asked for ages. From the earliest civilizations, people have looked to the heavens and pondered their place in the cosmos. Ancient texts and manuscripts are filled with attempts to explain the mysteries of the universe. Thomas Aquinas, a scholar from long ago, dedicated his life to finding answers. Born in the 13th century, Aquinas was a philosopher and theologian whose work has had a lasting impact on Western thought. He sought to reconcile faith and reason, believing that both could lead to truth. Aquinas wondered about the universe and our place in it. He asked profound questions about existence, purpose, and the nature of reality. His writings explore the relationship between the physical world and the divine, offering insights that continue to inspire scholars today. He asked, how do we know what's true? In a world filled with conflicting ideas and beliefs, Aquinas sought a foundation for knowledge that could withstand scrutiny. He developed a method of inquiry that combined observation, logic, and faith. His quest for truth took him on an incredible journey. Aquinas traveled extensively, studying with the greatest minds of his time and engaging in debates that shaped his thinking. His journey was not just physical, but intellectual and spiritual, as he sought to understand the world and his place in it. Come, let's follow his path and see what we can discover. By exploring the questions Aquinas asked and the answers he proposed, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own quest for knowledge and meaning. Join us as we delve into the mysteries of the universe and the legacy of one of history's greatest thinkers. Thomas was born a long time ago in a castle in Italy. This castle, with its towering walls and ancient stones, was a place of mystery and wonder. It stood as a silent witness to the passage of time, holding within its walls countless stories of the past. From a very young age, Thomas was a curious child, always asking questions. He had an insatiable thirst for knowledge, constantly seeking to understand the world around him. Whether it was the stars in the night sky or the intricate patterns on a butterfly's wings, Thomas wanted to know everything. One day, little Thomas saw a storm. Lightning flashed, thunder roared. The sky was a canvas of dark, swirling clouds, and the air crackled with electricity. It was both terrifying and mesmerizing, a display of nature's raw power. He asked, "What is that?" His eyes were wide with wonder, and his mind raced with questions. He wanted to understand the forces that could create such a spectacle. His family saw his thirst for knowledge. They sent him to study with monks. These monks were wise and learned, guardians of ancient wisdom and knowledge. They lived in a serene monastery, a place of peace and contemplation. The monks taught him about God, the world, and the writings of ancient thinkers. They introduced him to the works of philosophers and scholars, opening his mind to new ideas and perspectives. Thomas was like a sponge, absorbing everything they taught him. Thomas soaked up knowledge like a sponge. He spent hours in the monastery's library, surrounded by books and scrolls. Each day was a new adventure in learning, and his mind grew sharper and more inquisitive with each passing moment. The boy with a big mind was on a path to greatness, driven by his endless curiosity and love for knowledge. As Thomas grew older, he went to the University of Naples. He read the works of great philosophers like Aristotle. Aristotle believed in using reason and observation to understand the world. Thomas was inspired. He believed faith and reason could work together. He became a Dominican friar, a group known for their scholarship. He wanted to share his knowledge with the world. Thomas believed that God gave us both faith and reason. Faith is like trusting what your heart tells you. Reason is like using your mind to solve a puzzle. He said we can learn about God through the Bible. But we can also learn about God by studying the world he created. To Thomas, faith and reason were two paths leading to the same truth. Section 5. Natural Law, Our Inner Compass. Thomas Aquinas, a medieval philosopher and theologian, believed in something called natural law. This concept is deeply rooted in the idea that there are universal moral principles inherent in human nature. These principles are not written down in any book or taught in any classroom, but they are understood by everyone, regardless of their background or upbringing. It's like an inner compass that tells us what's right and wrong. This inner compass, according to Thomas, is a guide that helps us navigate through the complexities of life. It is an intuitive sense that directs us towards good actions and steers us away from bad ones. Imagine you see someone being unkind. Your immediate reaction is to feel that something is not right. This feeling is not just a learned behavior, but an intrinsic understanding that certain actions are inherently wrong. You know it's wrong, even if nobody taught you that. This sense of moral awareness is what Thomas referred to as natural law. It is a universal truth that transcends cultural and societal differences. Thomas said this sense of right and wrong comes from God. He believed that God has instilled in every human being a sense of morality that guides our actions and decisions. This divine imprint is what helps us distinguish between good and evil. He said we should use our reason and our hearts to build a just and good world. By following our inner compass and using our rational minds, we can create a society that reflects these universal moral principles. This, according to Thomas, is the path to true justice and goodness. Section 6. The first mover, a universe in motion. Think about a ball rolling. Something had to push it, right? Thomas used this idea to explain the universe. He said, the universe is always moving, always changing. Something must have started that motion. He called this first mover God. God set the universe in motion and gave everything its purpose. This idea helped people understand the grandeur of creation. Section 7. Aquinas Today. Thomas Aquinas lived centuries ago, but his ideas still matter. His belief in natural law inspires us to fight for justice and equality. His emphasis on reason reminds us to think critically and ask questions. His work shows us that faith and reason are not enemies. They can work together to help us understand ourselves and the world around us. Section 8. What will you discover? Thomas Aquinas' journey was about more than just finding answers. It was about asking questions, exploring ideas, and using our minds to understand the universe and our place in it. So, the next time you look at the stars, remember Thomas and his thirst for knowledge. What will you discover on your journey of learning and exploration?